Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to the latest episode of Hidden Jewels of Soul and Disco. I'm Nadine, and if you like the channel, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. This week we'll be featuring the Sweet Inspirations. Who are the Sweet Inspirations? Well, as you can see, I have a small selection of their records, and usually if you watch my channel, I kind of present one or two records from a certain group or artist, which I think are a good entry point to get into their music. With the Sweet Inspirations, as you can see, it's a little more difficult, but we get into that. The Sweet Inspirations were founded in 1963. The most famous lineup from around the mid-60s is Cissy Houston, yes, Whitney Houston's mother, Estelle Brown, Sylvia Shemwell, and Myrna Smith. These ladies were highly demanded for backing vocals. They are also been featured on Van Morris' hit Brown Eyed Girl. They are also featured on Jimi Hendrix's hit Burning of the Midnight Lamp, which was later released on the Electric Ladyland album. They supported acts like Solomon Burke, Aretha Franklin, Wilson Pickett, just to name a few. When Dusty Springfield recorded her album Dusty in Memphis in 1968, she especially requested the Sweet Inspirations to do the backing vocals. And honestly, what a great album it is. It's one of the finest recordings ever, featuring these ladies on backing vocals. In 1969, in late 1969, Cissy Houston decided to go more into solo work and also taking time off for her family. So the four ladies became a trio. And this trio was signed to Elvis Presley. He also requested them especially for his live appearances from 1969 up to his death in 1977. They stayed with him through 8 years of his live performances. And they were also featured on his studio albums. After Elvis' death, they worked with Frankie Wellen. On one track you might have heard of, it is from a movie, I don't know if this movie is so famous, it was called Grease. After that recording, Estelle Brown left the group. They once again had some changes, released some kind of disco material, but the sparkle was gone. The ladies, in almost the original lineup, got back together in 1994 to do an Elvis concert special. From there on, they stayed together up to certain people's death. Estelle Brown from the trio is the only surviving member. Of course, Cissy Houston is thankfully also still alive. I'm sorry. So, that was the brief history. Let's get into the records I have. Like I said, it was so difficult for me to decide what to recommend, but I decided to break it down to 3 records. So what you see here is, and I mean, isn't that a great cover? Seriously, honestly, it's the whole package is great. This is their debut album on Atlantic Records, and it features their trademark song, which got highly successful, Sweet Inspiration, and it was also a music video shot for this song. So successful it was back then.
Telling what a satisfied woman might be. When you call me baby, baby, it's such a sweet.
And it also includes a track I love to death, and also especially their version, Let It Be.
So never, never, never leave me lonely.
So if you have a chance, you can get these I think almost all albums I'm showing you on Spotify. But their version of Let It Be Me and Sweet Inspirations, Don't Let Me Lose This Dream, Reach Out For Me, they're just tremendously good soul stuff. So, not soul stuff, soul music. So, as you can see, my cover is totally beaten up, but I found it in a record store and was very happy to finally have it. Yeah. The next one was What the World Needs Now. When I bought this record, I thought it was What the World Needs Now, but actually this is a Japanese release, and it contains music from the album What the World Needs Now and Sweet Inspiration. I tried to find it on Discogs, but I couldn't find it on Discogs. So yes, it contains Sweet Inspirations, To Love Somebody, Let It Be Me. So it's a kind of mashup between these two songs. But it makes it very enjoyable because you somehow get the best of both worlds. So yeah, if you have a chance to get the Japanese version, I paid, I think, 20 euros for it back then. It's great. Also, if you get the original version of What the World Needs Now, you won't be disappointed. All right, let's get this in. The next thing is the Sweet Inspirations with Sweets for My Sweet. That's still a very, very good record, and it features Let Me Be Lonely, Crying in the Rain, Chained.
Chained to your love, to your love. Somehow it's always wrong.
I paid for this £20, which is a little overpriced. You should get that between 10 to 15 euro in decent shape. So now it's actually one of my favorites. It's the 1970 release, The Sweet Inspirations with Sweet, Sweet Soul. This one was produced by Gamble and Huff, and I love it. I just love this record. It's you also get it between 10 to 20 euro, and it includes Shut Up, Gotta Find a Brand New Lover, Part 1, Part 2.
Somebody's gonna care about me. Somebody's gonna care.
A Way to Go record. Also, in 1973, the group released Estelle, Myrna, and Sylvia on the legendary Stax label. I had very high expectations for this album. It's a good listen, no way about it, but the song selection, well, Wishes and Dishes is absolutely gorgeous.
I need more than that. I need more than that. Because when I first met you.
Call Me When All Else Fails. Some great tracks on it, but somehow the consistency of the songs are not just working so well for me, but still vocally wise, they were tremendously good. I mean, I wish I would have known where this back picture was taken. That's beautiful. Anyway, so after Elvis' death in 1977, they got into disco music, and they released on the RSO label a track like Love Is On The Way. Love Is On The Way in that. And they also released an album. This is a record store. They reissue the original. It's pretty hard to find. It wasn't sold so much, and honestly, this is one of the weaker albums from them. They covered Burning Love, which they sang a few times with Elvis on stage. It takes a lot of love, going up, down, what's right. When I heard that, I knew instantly that something was missing from the group, and you don't get the same feeling as on the records I've just showed you. An also great track I wanted to point out by the Sweet Inspirations is Unchanged Melody. Yes, you might have heard a few hundred versions of that song, but this one is absolutely worth listening. So if you want to get into the music of the Sweet Inspirations, my picks would be the Sweet Inspirations with Sweet Sweet Soul, Gamble and Huff production. I don't need to sing. I love this kind of compilation album, Japanese, between mixture of The World Needs Now and this. But let's get these together. These three, holy cow. We get that. All right. These three records would be my pick for the Sweet Inspirations. Tremendously good group. Absolutely great. And I'm so thankful for each and every recording they did in the late to early 70s, because that showed how great music can be. All right. I think, I told you everything I think you should know about the Sweet Inspirations. Give them a try. They, also if you find the other albums in record stores, they also did a gospel album with Cissy Houston, which is also great. Unfortunately, I don't have it in my collection, but you can also listen to it on YouTube. So, with the Sweet Inspirations, you can't go wrong. Elvis always used to say, the Sweet Inspirations really live up to their name, and that's what they did. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.